Hello, welcome back to another vlog. It is now Friday, October 27th. It's about 7 p.m, a little bit of a later training start today. It's no big deal really. We have on the menu today some tempo safety bar squats. We're going to work up to a single there, just a couple of sets of triples for the back offs. Not going to go overly heavy on it today, just going to kind of feel it out. It's the first session with this variation. So I'm just going to feel out where I'm at with it, what strength is available, and kind of take it from there, not setting a crazy high expectation because I do need to be recovered and fresh for my main squat session Monday coming. So I'm going to get in under a bar, get warmed up and see what we're working with. We do have some guests today. We got Jacob, we got Ian Grant. Boys are down for the City Gym camp for the weekend. So they're down here to do some training. So we'll hang out, we'll chat, we will catch up with the boys on camera. Also, this is going to be the first time I'm trying out these knee sleeves. I got my hands on a pair of the A7 Rigor Mortis knee sleeves. I have these in a size large. I do typically wear the Inzer sleeve in a large. So I'm going to be trying these out, see what they're like by comparison. Just like with the bench shoes, I'll use them for a couple of weeks and then at the end of the prep, I'm going to do a review on the shoes and the sleeves and let you know how I get on with them. But I'll kind of tell you throughout the session how they feel, what they're like to get on, etc. I'm ready to squat. Let's go. So we'll see what these are like to get on. Hopefully they're not as miserable as the Inzers were when I first got them, but we'll find out. Typically now after a couple of months of use, probably like a year's use from the Inzers, they just slip right on, but we'll see. Okay, so far very tight on the calf.
One on in the morning, and I got one here in the afternoon, and then one AM.
Not so bad on the first leg.
Could have been later worse.
Definitely much tighter than, not much, but definitely like feeling that they're tighter than the Inzers because these are new. You remember from the last video, this calf is a bit swollen side, so might be a bit. Not so bad. We're on. All right, you're on. Comes relatively easy. So far, so good. so that is squats done. Worked up to a single, hit 250 for a single on the tempo SSB. Relatively happy with it. I think the tempo was okay. When I watched it back, I was definitely starting to speed up a little bit towards the descent. I mean, not really a big deal at all. I don't really think it matters. I think it's more about the intent in the execution than, you know, was I doing it mostly right? And yes, I was. Then I had some back offs, 2 sets of 3. Sandbagged the weight a little bit on it. Like I said, I've been getting a little bit dizzy on some of my back off sets. So just been really, really conscious of that, especially with the spotters there. I had to let the spotters know beforehand. Hey guys, I do get a bit dizzy and feel like I'm going to pass out after the first rep for some reason at the moment. So just to keep the spotters safe, I just let them know that beforehand and just reduce the weight back by an additional 5 to 7% and sandbagged it a little bit. It was in everybody's best interest. And on my second squat day of the week, I'm not going to complain if I get to go a little bit lighter. Going to move on to some bench, just a couple of sets there. Might be pause bench. And that's going to be it for the evening. But the sleeves, very uncomfortable, so they're probably good. I have to get them off now. I have no complaints overall. I'd be curious to see what it's like with a block of sleeved comp squats with them. Sitting around them, they're fine. They pinch the back of the legs, as do the Inzer ones, so they are quite similar in that regard. The stitching on the Inzers is directly at the back. It's more the outside stitching on this. It cuts into the leg a little bit. Again, like I said, I'm wearing a size large, so I probably am sized down, but they slip on really, really easily. So the real test now is going to be getting them off. So, they are very stiff. So the hardest part of dealing with the sleeve is getting it off. It took quite a while for the Inzers to slip on and off. I'm not sure millimeters wise if they're like, as in measurement wise, I know they're both 7 mil, but in terms of like the diameter and the fit, if the Inzers are very similar to the A7, I know I did get them both in a large, and I'm not sure if there's any like differences in their sizing. But it's generally just one leg I have more trouble than the other getting it off of. But yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. You just gotta have to persevere with it. Don't panic, don't cut them off. They're too expensive to be ruining them. And if you don't wanna go to all that effort, don't buy them. But like I said, a couple of weeks from now, I'll have a much better idea of kind of what my experience is like with them. So far, they feel like a general stiff sleeve, and it's just gonna be about like your brand of preference. Or about like what's the most cost effective. But it'll be interesting to see a few weeks post comp. I'll do like a proper review and a comparison with some of the other stiff sleeves that are out there and kind of what my experience has been like with them. For now, I'm just happy they've gotten these off, and I'm going to get my bench done. is today's session wrapped. Safety bar squats, pause bench. Took about 90 minutes to get through. Ian Grant, Jacob, I can't pronounce the second name.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Jacob Motion Masters. But boys are down for the weekend. There's comp on in City Gym over the weekend, so lads have come down. They're going to do some training here over the weekend. We're all pretty hungry, so we're getting the fuck out of here. That's a wrap for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Shine, peace, I'm out.